All right. So, welcome. I wanted to let you know a little bit about this practice. It's the end of the strength practice. I'm learning skills to help hopefully create a platform in the future for Earth Mother Yoga. And I need your help. So you can enjoy these free practices here, but I'm also posting them on YouTube. I'm learning how to use cards to edit my videos, and I'm using them to advertise when I finally do what I plan to do in the future. So, which includes Earth Mother Yoga. So if you would be so kind, if you see this video, share it. If you would follow my channel by subscribing, and you'll look for more of those little cards at the end that you add in. So I'm learning a new skill set while I'm doing this, and it's been a year, so I figure this is a good time to branch out. Today's practice is a strength practice. It's for those who are seeking strength in times of weakness. To put it bluntly, COVID's definitely been a wake-up call that we have to look for tools to heal and also put ourselves out into the world. And one of the things that gives us the courage to put ourselves out in the world is strength. So it's a continued exploration of strength. And today I'm going to use the weird things that I've come across in yoga, and I use the word weird to replace old vocabulary, which I'm working through in my own practices, to describe something that I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I know it does work. Sometimes those kind of things look very strange to outsiders, and they feel very strange in your body the first time because we've been conditioned to do things a certain way. And so I like to break up those conditionings with a practice like this. So we're going to start off right off the bat with movement, which is one of the ways that I develop strength and tap into my strength. So I'm going to use my physicality and the sensory experience of where I am now. And it's an intuitive practice because I just took a nap, and I know that I might, my body might respond. I have ideas of how my body might move based on my life and things that I've done in my life. So I'm going to try to tap into those without judgment. And I find that when I'm thinking about strength, I think about what inspires me. And so some of the things that inspire me are Mr. Man, who is the bravest and strongest person I know. And when it comes to strength, it's not just the physical, it's also the ability to persevere and thrive even when times are tough, which is something that the pandemic taught us all, probably. So I hope these techniques help you. We're going to start with the sun salutation. And the sun salutation is using my physicality to determine where I want to stick and work through movement and breath. So I'll be self-talking while I do it, and I invite you just to enjoy the flow. So we're coming to standing with my feet together. This is not a stable position for me. This is one that requires some engagement. So I'm bringing my feet together to give me that challenge. So I have to find some strength within my body to hold this position, even at times when I don't have the strength to do it. I'm looking at playing with my shoulders a little bit, so I'm going to open up my heart by using my shoulders in a way that feels good to them. And I'm going to inhale and exhale at the normal junctures, lingering anywhere that I need to, just to wake up my body. So I'm going to get into my body here. Inhaling, my gaze is nowhere. Lifting up, holding that breath in, reaching, and exhaling, diving down slowly, maybe crawling down my legs. I'm going to let my arms go in and maybe make some figure eights with my shoulders, and then relax into a forward bend on the exhale. Making fists out of my hands, I'm going to curl the thumbs into the pinkies, make fists out of my hand, and place them on the floor. I have good flexibility here, so you might want to place them on the shins. The palms will face one another. I'm squeezing my palms. Sometimes parallel feels better, noticing the physicality in any tension I might have in the wrists or the fingers, and I'm pushing into the floor, into my legs here, and feeling that freedom in my hips as I lengthen through the spine. And exhale and fold, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, finding your roots in the floor and rolling up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhaling up, holding the breath. Your eyes can be open or closed, exhaling. I like closed right here because I'm trying to get into the physicality of my body. Making the fists, pressing into the earth, finding the strength of the earth to feel some freedom in my body. Exhaling to fold and release. And again, inhaling to roll up. And exhaling. And one more time, just like that. Inhale, lengthening out, pushing into the floor. Exhaling and folding. Then inhaling to roll all the way back up. Exhaling back. Widening the feet a little bit, we're going to go right into the sun salutation. We'll be lingering with breath work through some of the postures, some with open eyes and some with closed eyes. Breath work in fixed positions is a great way to build strength and resilience in the body, and some inner work can happen there. So inhaling and coming all the way up. Exhale, diving down. Again, I'm going to place my hands on the ground, but this time not in fists. Spreading the fingers. I'll do this again in downward dog, and I'm going to push against the floor as if I were going to do a handstand. And if you don't know what a handstand is, or you haven't ever done one, that practice in itself, pushing against the ground and finding air, is one of the things I do to build strength and find strength in my body. So it's really the journey that gives you the strength and not the actual posture. So as we're in these postures, I strive just to root down in them and find the earth in this. So sometimes it takes a long time to have that lift, that you can lift your feet up. I still can only lift one in this position. I have to do a little push off. But that beginning is the beginning of understanding how to use the earth and your physicality to see opportunities to grow in strength. So I'm rooting deep, and sometimes through practice, that rooting here where I'm pushing into the earth to try to lift my legs up into a handstand, sometimes that rooting takes years or a lifetime. And then I'm going to step back into plank. So our practice through strength has had me exploring Ashtanga and jumping back, and my physicality and confrontations with my body have realized that it's not beneficial to where I am right now in my strength. So I'm going to take the jump back out of my routines when I'm practicing yoga for a while, as they don't feel good on my body. And then I'll revisit them and see if I found some kind of newfound strength somewhere down the line when it feels right. Going back into child's pose, we're going to make those fists out of our hands again. And then you're going to bring them in really close to your body, and your head rests in between or right on top of the wrists. And you're going to breathe in through the mouth with an O. Hold the breath for about 10 seconds, and then exhale through the nose slowly for about 10 seconds, and keep the fists squeezing. So we're going to go into that, rounding your body, tucking the head in between the arms. You can rest them there too. I find that really relaxing. I'm also digging my elbows into my knees, so my knees are a little bit separated so I can dig the elbows in and use that. I'm pushing my forearms onto the floor so that I grow roots. And I'm going to go into the breath. We're going to do the breath 7 times. On the 7th, inhale and exhale, come up into cat and cow, and we're going to stay here, inhaling and exhaling. And take your focus down at the tip of the nose with the eyes closed, even as you look up and down. So we're going to build that focus inside to look down at the nose, even as we're looking up. And down at the nose, even as we're rounding on the exhale. Then to bring your awareness to your hands, where they press into the earth. Bring balance over the fingers and the palms. Spread the fingers wide. Still looking down the nose. How deep the roots need to be for you to feel the strength of your body in this posture. And with that, come to a neutral position, curl the toes back, lift into downward dog, and then this is another active posture. So find your downward dog. I like a fairly narrow one with my feet about hip width apart, and I don't push too deep, releasing out my thoracic. But your gaze is going to be down at the tip of your nose, but now that it's down at the tip of the nose, you're going to keep your eyes open and take those breaths again, in through the mouth and out through the nose. Remembering to slow down and hold it for 10 seconds. And then walk or jump the feet into the hands. So you look at the hands, and then again you can grow roots here. Second step into doing a handstand would be a wall and a headstand. So this isn't your time to try that. We're just going to jump in gently and try to float in. So we're looking for that quality of float that we get when we press into the earth and we have the strength and the lightness to make the jump little. Inhale to lengthen out. Exhale to fold. Inhale to come all the way up. And then exhale to the heart center. So I use this on salutation for me to wake up my body to see what it needs for strength. And then I also use the breath work for that quietness and focus on the practice. So now we're going to move on to my third technique, which is using the movement of our body to help facilitate strength and a contemplation of strength. So strength in the body comes from a lot of different places. And today we're going to be working with strengths in the hip and the abs. And so sometimes that can be a trigger point when you open up things. So we're going to do some hip openers and some challenging positions. And why I say that this is the weird things that we do is because some of these challenges for me are finding the posture, knowing what the posture looks like, remembering that I probably could do it when I was a kid, and not giving into my ego and thinking the posture is what it's about. So finding strength to get into the position even when my body can't do it. So I try to find a modification, and I hope I'm offering some modifications to it, but the best thing that I think to do is to try it, and pain is a great indicator that you shouldn't be there. So things that I look for are modifications of problems that exist in my body. And so I invite you to look for the things that are requiring modification in your body. For instance, a handstand is not for everybody, but you could begin with a headstand. And my headstands, since my neck is compromised, are on my forearms. So I've learned how to push up on my forearms to keep any pressure off my head so I don't have to overwork those muscles. So I'm going to use movement to help me get some flexibility so I can have that strength to do that posture. And I'm going to do it through a seated position. So I'm going to start with circle Sufi grind and just breathing here. And I'm going to take my gaze again down at the tip of my nose as I do this. I'm inhaling as I go forward and exhaling as I go back. And I'm grinding the rib cage. When you come forward, take it in the opposite direction. Inhale to come to center. Close the eyes for just a moment. Turn the palms up, encircle the thumb and the index finger, and just take some long, deep breaths in. As your eyes are closed, take your awareness to the third eye now, higher up at the brow, and let it rest there. As you breathe, feel the energy flowing throughout the body. Use your physicality and your sensory experience to witness how your body feels, and then perhaps the emotion attached to that feeling. Inhale to accept what you receive, and exhale to let it go without judgment. Just notice it's there. And then open your eyes, and we have one more. We're going to bring the energy up our body and open our heart. I find that if I do a lot of heart opening, I definitely feel a lot stronger, but sometimes that can be overwhelming. So I feel like yoga is a safe space to practice expanding our boundaries, and it is a trust thing. So trust your body to tell you what it needs. And if this isn't what it needs, there might be something else that you need instead of this. So this is a great place to explore that. We're going to do what's called the Sat Kriya. And basically it is a inhale where you draw the belly in and say Sat, and then a complete relaxation of the belly when you say Nam. The words mean I am truth. When you say Sat, you're drawing in on the diaphragm draws up, the sex organs draw up, there's a slight engagement of the lower belly, and when we say Nam, the word Nam should vibrate in your heart center here as you relax the belly. It takes practice. You may not experience it, and that's what practice is all about. So here we go. We're going to take our hands together, and if you're a gentleman, you're going to place the right thumb over the left in this position. My palms are together. And if you're a female, you're going to press the left hand over the right. Squeeze the ears with your biceps. And then We're going to close our eyes for this one. Press the hands together, and we'll be doing it for approximately, I don't know, a minute or so. This one is recommended to do it 3 minutes or longer each day, and it's lots of videos available to do this. So we're going to just bring the hands up, press the palms together, draw length in the spine, close your eyes, chin tilt slightly down. Take some breaths in, and as you inhale, draw the rib cage together and draw up on the lower belly. And as you exhale, exhale through the mouth and let it go. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, let it go. One more time like that. Exhale, let it go. So this is another posture that we're going to be doing with a chant. And chant sometimes makes people feel uncomfortable. So do what you want. You can say any affirmation if you want. Sat will be the inhale, will draw up, and exhale will be the nam. Again, you want the vibration to vibrate in your heart center, which is difficult with the heart arms right here. So here we go. Inhale to begin. Sat, nam, 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 sat, nam. Take a deep breath in, inhale and lift up. Hold everything in, hold the Mula Bandha, hold the breath, focus at the third eye. Exhale, sweep your space, release. Close your eyes for a moment. Just connect with that energy. Let go of judgments of whether it was right or wrong and sink inside. Find the roots of your practice in your physicality. Let the breath flow. And when you're ready, open the eyes. And we're going to come up to standing and do 2 sun salutations with some push-ups. So you'll notice that when you get into this posture, or when you get into this flow, that it feels a little better than it did in the beginning. So see what it does. It might not. If it doesn't, that's your body way of telling you that this isn't exactly what you need right now. Or maybe it is something that you need and you got to persevere through it just to find the benefit. Never waste a time to find strength in anything. Makes you really grateful. Take a deep breath in, inhale up, exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, step back. You can jump back if you prefer. Inhale, exhale to the earth. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale all the way back, any way that you wish, into downward dog. You can roll over the toes, step in, drop the knees. We're going to take 5 deep breaths in here. Focus out to the tip of the nose. Inhale, look at your hands. Walk or jump the feet to the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to come all the way up. We're going to go right back down. Exhale, down. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, step or walk back into plank. Lower the knees if you need to. Inhale, we're going to do 3 push-ups here. Exhale to the earth, inhale back up. Exhale to the earth, inhale back up. Exhale to the earth, inhale back up. Exhale all the way to the earth, inhale cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Holding downward dog here, we're going to take the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bring it through. Lunge position, rotate that left leg out. Draw strength, push into the ground, root it, inhale up. Warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Turn your head, look towards the extended arm. Roll the chin to the chest, through center, over the shoulder, look back. Back hand, turn the palm up, inhale. Lift over, side angle, breathe here. If you feel like you want to go down to a prop, you can. Find that breath in that space here. Feel how the posture is strong. And if it doesn't feel strong, make it feel strong. What do you got to do on your body to make it feel delicious or what you need? Coming back out, inhale. Reverse warrior. Inhale. Lead arm lifts up towards the sky. Exhale, rotate down, step back, plank. Wiggle a little bit. Exhale down, inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, settle there. Couple deep breaths. Move this down up into the nose. Inhale to lift the left leg high. Exhale, bring it through lunge position. Rotate the right foot out. Windmill up or lift up. Warrior. Looking out over the back arm now. Turning your focus over the front arm. Bringing the chin down to the chest and around. Looking over the back arm. Turn that palm up. Inhale. Lifting up, extended. Again, if it feels different, you can also venture a different way with your arm. What is holding you up right here? Where are your roots? Come back up into warrior 1. Turn that front palm up. Reverse warrior. And float back down. Plank. 3 push-ups here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Stay in child's pose. Reach the hands out. And then when you're ready, gently roll up to seated position on the knees. So this posture right here is a really great place to practice meditation and cushion up as you're progressing in your yoga practice. If you have knee issues, it takes a really long time to do it, but I find that those of us who have issues, we find a way around it. So finding strength to persevere and be okay with where your body is at any one particular spot is a form of strength. And if you have strength, you can never go wrong because you can use it. You know you've seen it before. So in this seated meditation, we're going to be doing that breath that we did before, that is an O-shaped mouth with the exhale through the nose, but we're going to reverse it this time. We're going to inhale through the nose, hold for 10 seconds in this posture. If you're not able to be in a seated posture, bring something underneath you or sit in a comfortable position. Progress to this. My knees are together here. I'm going to squeeze them together so I stay really active and upright in this position. It's taken me a really long time to get here, and I'm only here today, so who knows about tomorrow. But we're going to make a fist again. Thumbs go in the pinky, wrap the hands around. The hands rest on the thighs. And as you inhale through the nose, you're going to be doing the fist. And you hold it for about 10 seconds. And then as you exhale, you're going to let the hands fan out and relax out. And the exhale is through an O-shaped mouth. So to help you with this, we're going to close our eyes so we can have an inward focus. But we're going to visualize the water. We're going to visualize the ocean. So it could be a river, it could be your bath, but we're going to visualize whatever we're holding being released to the universe for its highest good, and your highest good, and my highest good, everybody's highest good. So whatever is uncovered in those emotions, or whatever is still residing, maybe it's apprehension about going into the future, or confidence about going to work or stepping out your door and being your authentic self. So this is an exercise for that. This is a mudra that I've been doing for about a week, and I find it really beneficial, so I hope you will be too. So we're going to make a fist on the inhale through the nose, hold for 10 seconds, and on the exhale through an O-shaped mouth, going to open up. And what I picture is the ocean. So I picture a gentle ebb and flow of the tide, but the breath is like the wind through the grass. And I'm lucky because I live somewhere where there's an ocean. Sometimes nature is strong though, so you might picture something else. I'm not sure. All right, here we go. So close your eyes, gaze is inside, and here we go. Take one deep breath in, hold it, squeeze the palms, squeeze the thumbs, I should say. Hold the breath in, pull up on the middle of the bond, tilt the chin slightly, and exhale. Bring the hands face down on your lap, keep the eyes closed. Go inside. Feel the energy moving in your body. And when you're ready, blink your eyes open. And then we're going to go into a bridge posture. So this bridge posture can be gentle, and it can be, if you need it to be gentle, you can bring a block and use a block. If you're feeling pain in your low back, or you have an injury that you're exacerbating, you can do a supported bridge. The bridge I'm going to do today is a challenging bridge. It's super challenging to do the breath and maintain the posture, and I am not even in the full posture, but I find benefit in trying things that are difficult, again, considering what on me I need to heal and be aware of when I'm doing energy work with my body and my physicality. So I'm going to go down, and there is a lot to be said just for breath work, right? So this is our last posture before we do the last thing to build strength. Finding a firm base here. My head is up right now because I feel comfortable with this range of motion, but most people need support in their neck. When we come into bridge, my feet are about hip width apart, so I'm brushing my rear end with my heels. I'm opening my knees out, but I'm pushing all of my foot into the floor, not my toes to get up or my heels. I'm going to try to push all of my feet into the floor, and that's going to dictate how far I go into this posture. So this is a supported bridge with your hands underneath you. So I'm going to push my forearms in and lift up onto my shoulders and turn my head up to the sky. And I'm going to slide these things under my body. So this is where a block may have to come. If you don't have that range of motion, you can see how open my heart is here. Well, for me. And I'm pushing my feet into the floor. So there's a lot of push into the floor because I'm going to slide my feet out, and they should be together, but they're not. So I'm going to push my feet into the floor and see where they can be flat. I'm going to have to bring it in because I can feel my hip. I've opened my feet a little wider. I'm opening my knees a little bit. And I'm going to rest here and breathe. Looking down at my nose again. If I could get my feet all the way out, I would, but I can't. So I'm going to stay here. Deep breaths here, breathing into where I don't feel rooted, which is in my shoulders. Tucking my chin a little bit more. Long deep breaths. Finding my feet. Deep breath in. Slide the feet in if they're not already. Push up and take the block out if you have a block underneath you. Lengthen the hands. And then roll down very gently. As you get to the bottom and your back is flat on the floor, go ahead and bring the knees into the chest, hug them in. Again, bring the knees together, squeeze the legs together. Have that active engagement without using your arms here. Keeping that active engagement, hollow out the belly. We're going to make a Venus lock out of our hands, so you're going to sorry, not Venus lock, bear lock. So I'm clasping my hands together. My knees are together, and I'm holding this by my heart, squeezing my knees together. I'm going to stay in this position and curl my head up just slightly. Tuck my knees in. And exhale, my head down. Releasing much in the same way that I release in our mudra. So I'm going to grip as I inhale, squeeze and pull in. And exhale and gently release. One more time, inhale. And exhale. I'm going to come to a flattened position for a moment. When ready, roll over and we're going to come to a seated position for our last strength move. So if you've been following me and you're doing these with me, which there may be a few people that are following me on all of these, but I like strong arm for strength. So I find that these are really beneficial before the start of a workday for me to have the confidence that I can go out and do what I need to do. So my favorite one is for focus, because this whole year I haven't known which way to go, and I don't know if other people experience that, but this is for focus, and focus is great for strength because you need a goal. You have to have something to shoot for, or else you're just untethered. So using all the strength and patience that I've cultivated, we're going to do one of my favorite ones, and it's called a strong arm because you got to hold the posture, and this teaches us to persevere through challenges. I feel it's apropos to strength because much of what we do requires some kind of inward strength and focus to get stuff done. So here we are going into springtime. It's time to get stuff done. So this is a posture for focus. The gaze is going to be 10% open. Your eyes are 10% open. You're looking down at your nose. It's long, deep breathing, and we're going to be here for 3 minutes. And I'll cheat because I'll look at the clock. I could set an alarm, but I'm going to just cheat. Okay, this is a very challenging exercise. I've done it for up to 11 minutes, and I had to build up there. I think I held it once for 31 minutes. I did it for 40 days, and it was a lot. And that's another way to build strength, is to do the same move for 40 days. You really develop an inner knowledge of what you need to do to get stuff done. And I feel like that's strength, or at least a strength component. So here we are. The right arm is on top of the left, and the hands are stacked over the elbows and right in front of the heart center. Spine is loose for right now, hopefully. And your eyes are about a tenth open, looking at the nose. So you're looking way, way down. Another really wonderful way to gaze is right down through your chin into your heart. So that's what I'm going to choose right now, since we're doing a strength practice. I'm going to choose to look down rather than at the tip of my nose, down through my chin into my heart, taking my gaze a little bit smaller, and just begin to breathe. And here we go. Notice the quality of your breath. If you feel the need to put your arms down, you can switch arms. You can take the left arm on top of the right. See if you can persevere through this, but give yourself the grace to come back into the posture when you're ready. If you need to, drop the arms. Take a deep breath in, close the eyes, hold the posture, retain the breath. And exhale to release. Let the hands rest on your thighs again. Allow the hands to find comfort where you rest them. Sometimes resting them up and receiving is a great comfort, and other times resting down to ground your energy and just kind of note the changes, if there are any, or the quality of your breath. Blink the eyes open. We have one more just to release out some of the energy. We're going to take this strong arm posture, and it's got some movement. It's dynamic, and we're going to be crossing in front of the heart center and just inhaling when it's open, exhaling as you cross, and it's a vigorous breath. So we want to move the breath in our body, and you're moving it up the body into the heart and cleaning that space around your heart. So it starts with the hands out. The palms are down in this. Inhale and begin. Feel the heart opening, feel the hands swing back. Try to keep the body still as you do this. Inhale, open the arms wide, turn the palms out, spread the fingers, inhale. Exhale, curl them into the heart center, about an inch apart, round the spine, tuck. Inhale, open out. Exhale, curl in. You can also tuck the thumbs as we did in the first exercise. You can play with that idea. Inhaling, exhaling. Hold that exhale. Inhale to lift the hands overhead and shake them out. Shoulders should be burning now. Feel that. That's awesome. That's strength right there. Your body is alive. So shake out what you don't need. Keep shaking and inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let the hands come down, and again, close the eyes. And then to end practice, we're going to rub the hands together to tune out. Bringing the hands to the sternum, close your eyes. Take another deep breath in. I'm going to end with three Sat Nams and finish off practice for today. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale. Letting your voice resonate. Sat Nam. 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 And for each and all of us, I wish you many blessings and Sat Nam. Namaste. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Sunday. And if you haven't already, please help Earth Mother Yoga grow by subscribing to my channel. You can also check out some playlists down below or maybe in the middle of the screen. Haven't quite figured out how to edit that yet, but I'm working on it. Have a great week, and thanks for joining us.